picture? Guys.
Ooh. Excuse me. Good evening, everybody. So, partially off camera. Let me adjust myself. There we go, that's better. So I had a multitude of things in my way. Hope everybody's having a good evening. I'm a little later than what I intended to be. I fell asleep in my not a rocking chair, but it's a recliner. Yeah, I just dozed off. But luckily I didn't just wake up and it was the next day. My name is Alex. This is my channel, Final Fantasy Survives. I'm currently streaming Final Fantasy 14, as you can see, which is one of the two MMOs of Final Fantasy series. I've streamed Final Fantasy 11 in the past. So, working my way through A Realm Reborn. It's been an interesting experience so far. I think the game has had some ups and downs for me. Not that I think the game is bad necessarily. I think it's just I don't love MMOs. In Final Fantasy 11 was kind of my first foray into MMOs. All right. I think last time the game audio wasn't all that loud, so turn it up a little bit. By order of the Elder Seedseer, the dungeon known as the Thousand Maws of Toto Rock has been placed under control of... What? The Sylph Elder is inside. Are you sure of this? How in the seven hells did he manage to sneak by? God strike me down for a pure-blind fool. I must find the Sylph Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Toto Rock is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray Ensemble Rescue Party and enter as soon as you are ready. Cool. Alright. Starting off with some action. Heck yeah. Hold on, my computer is blocking. There we go. Yeah, I always prefer playing with other people, so. Level 24. Wow. Alright. Fight some monsters while I'm waiting. Ah, poison. So I could have entered with a bunch of NPCs and probably got to the dungeon right away, but I always prefer playing with other people. It just feels more fulfilling. Eventually I want to do a video about my MMO experience as like sort of a first timer. So really the only experience I had with MMOs, and I've talked about this a couple times on stream, is playing RuneScape. Finally got something. But even that I don't necessarily count, because I very rarely made it past the tutorial. I played the tutorial dozens of times. Average wait time is 6 minutes. Hopefully we're about there. So anytime I hear the word Maw, I always think of like Matt Mercer using Toothy Maw as a description for some of his D&D games. So I might have to end up doing it with trusts. We'll give her... If it takes more than 10 minutes, we'll just do the dungeon with trusts. Excuse me. Been thinking a lot about what Final Fantasy I want to stream next. There's definitely a part of me that wants to, once I finish A Realm Reborn, return to Final Fantasy XI and beat the Shadow Lord. Which I feel like I was pretty close to doing that the last time. But I'm talking as far as like moving beyond the MMOs. But thought about playing Final Fantasy VIII. Can't decide if I'm going to do the remastered version or do the original version because I've got both. So it would certainly be more of a challenge to do the original version because there's not the speed up option or whatever, or the option to toggle special abilities. I give it another 15 seconds, and if we don't find a party, we'll just do this with NPCs. Dang. Well, all right. Do it with the trusts. I think that's the first I've done. This is my 4th or 5th dungeon, and this is the first time I've not been able to get Other people to play with? Be curious, like, are they just gonna follow me, or are they gonna do their own thing? Alright, so it's just like Final Fantasy XI, where they stay. Dangerous fauna encounter upon entering the cave. Calling as permission parameters. Expect to encounter more as we press deeper. Drink some orange juice. Looking for the confession chamber. Yay. That's the way. Engage with sizable fiend. Succeed in exterminating, but casualties mounting. Must consider turning back if situation worsens. Possible party of adventurers that came through before us. Okay. The dungeon seedling, huh? Oh boy. Prison pudding. That sounds dirty. Have at thee. That's how we do it in Eorzea. Have to. Prisoner's Delight. Is that like related to Ratbird's Delight? Yeah, it's like this guy's getting all the deeds. I got a pair of Warden's trousers. Kathy! Ah, cat attack. All right. What you doing, sir? Oh, thank you. Cloud's such a good boy. Ugh. Thank you. Ah! Got him. We got him, Cloud. Sir, you're blocking the TV. Aha! Have at thee. Yes, thank you. I see you. Excuse me. Nailed it, Cloud. We're fighting another giant planet, or are we changing it up? Bam. Oh, snap.
Darkness.
We got voice acting people.
Elko Hitra Bublo Hans. Seize that on Rajiador.
I guess I should translate. What a countenance that bespeaks understanding. An intriguing power, the echo. I must needs choose my words with care.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God.
Lahabrea.
Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
Evil!
The end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Ah! Ah, get out of there! It is good practice playing with NPCs, because like the NPCs aren't going to get mad at me for making mistakes. Yeah, I think that puts me at level I think that puts me at level 39. Awesome. Yay. Finally, fresh air. Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Ah, Sinister One is good. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanquish the many-legged one? This one is grateful to Walking One. This one is called Frixio, eldest of the ones of Little Solace. Pat, am I going to black out again? Thank goodness that doesn't happen. Oh boy. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Larkskull, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12. Darn it all. Where is the accursed icon hiding? No sign of our wizardin friend. I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order the search perimeter be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Though I am to admit I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramu will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I should strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when I last looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their icon. Really, Centurion, were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? It is well that I did not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own gut, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. We are so close to completion. I can taste it. But at this rate, no, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What is it you always said? Ah, yes. Though it mean bringing down the very heavens, we shall challenge the limits of possibility, if not we. And what alone were you right, Garland? But your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And shall it burn so bright that Lord Van Beslar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it? Maniacal laugh. The walking ones did for Eorzea, this is one certain of it. This one fears the others taken ones also suffered the same fate. This one convinced walking ones have black hearts, seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Eorzea, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are good ones also. Huh. Does walking one feel unwell? This one would know what brings walking one to this place. Came to one's rescue at Eorzea's bidding. This one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Ramu. Then this one will provide answers. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to little solace. When walking one is ready, please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Then it is settled. Let this one accompany walking one outside. I'm glad you weren't eaten by the giant crab spider thingies. Yep, I was right. Reached level 39. Go. Alright. I'm going to take a short break to stretch my legs. I've been playing about 48 minutes. I will be right back. All right. Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm glad Frixio didn't come to any harm. Ah, but there I go, tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure his peace with the Sylph before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlayan and Twin Adder both. But you've done Gridania a great service this day, lass, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Durthurans in doing so. Be sure and come by whenever you feel like it. Drop a quinn, fire well. Cool. We broke the broke the 1,000 health barrier. Make a delivery. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace, this Eorzea rose oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them until their strength is returned. We must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of Sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the 12's wood with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridania and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. A gift from Walking One Buscaroon. A gift for these ones. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One, Buscaroon, and Adventured One are very kind, knowing that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception. This one is moved. Let us all these ones be friends forever. Forever, ever. Sweet. This one wishes to thank Adventure One save the Elder One, but this much must ask a favor first. Will Adventuring One bring 3 bottles of fresh blood? Is morbid favor, but this one knows, but must have fresh blood for vials ones known as digas. Here, Adventure One, take blood bottles. Use among dead vile ones to take fresh blood. Interesting. Okay. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. So got it. Wait for it. Got him. Did Adventure One bring blood from vile ones? Indeed, I did. This one goes here and that go there, then stitched like this, then put that together. Done. This one made a garment for Adventuring One. Its enchanted garment will protect Adventuring One from scaring ones. And as token of one's thanks, this one's on Adventuring One many, many thanks. This one has been expecting Waku One. This one fetches Elder One. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of this one. Ah, there you are, Kay. We must have been hearing tell of your deeds of dare-do. Well done. Ah, the Walking Ones who aided Eorzea. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you don't mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking Ones call them, of this one began with Imperial Ones entered the woods. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely. Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled to Toothy. Would that this one had not. In Toothy, a sinister one, robed in black, tried to feed this one to many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black? Why do I have a feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries on the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees. So walking one of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned Lord of Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one knows and respects Horned One Kanisana. Be assured, like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the woods from the Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all the ones who took part became touched ones. What does that mean? These ones wanted so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know how. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did not know how. So this one fled to little solace, with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. Excuse me. The walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones, or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer the thunderous judgment. But this one's spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. And this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By the way of Adenum, mortals who are tempered come to take one of the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In this case of the Sylphs, Ramu's influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they are so hostile towards trespassers, but what about the abductions? A fine question, Yada. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered self-desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back to the fold, a time reminder of the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier with the knowledge that they and the Sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Kanisana. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. The Sylph's elder is very reasonable, I must say. You could learn a lot from him. What was that jibe? If so, was that a jibe? If so, I feel only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her in the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going to be heading back to the Walking Sands and tell Menphilia all about it. Fear not. We'll be sure to mention that you were the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see that, we should appreciate that if you would ever deliver Frixio's missive to Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It's been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together we let the walkie ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Please wait, Walking One Cade. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of its one's appreciations. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted with this crystal. This one will now bestow this crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of one's trust. What do it do? Oh yeah, I think I've gotten a crystal before. Yep. So this will be my third. Cool. Gasp. This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. Crueler? A brilliant light from within Walking One invoked the crystal. This one saw. Mark this one well that the crystal one be used to the Walking One. Walking One must keep the crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses touched ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This marked ones down safe places to look out for touched ones. Okay. Believe in yourself. I see what they did there. Okay. Do I need to... Let's try... Is that an emote? I think. Aha! Figured it out. It is kind of neat how the emotes aren't just for, you know, communicating with other players, but they use it in actual gameplay. I mean, they seem peaceful enough. There are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Good deal. I believe in myself. What can your self do for you? Ah, Private Altiar. How went the meeting with the sylphs? Oh, read this letter and you tell me. A missive from the Self Elder himself, if I may, so the sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramu. I mean, really, there is a conflict with them. They're so tiny. I get like, you know, there's a David and Goliath thing, but still. And so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures. And the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done our nation a great service, Private Altair. It will not be forgotten. I would hope not. Alright, let's go sell some of my loot. See, I got 5 people watching. Don't hesitate to say hello. If you're new here, my name's Alex. I'm the, how you say, owner of this channel. This is Final Fantasy Survives. But feel free to say hello. I'm playing through Final Fantasy XIV. I intend to finish A Realm Reborn, which is like the base game, and then I'll maybe do the 2 first expansions, which I can do for free, because I'm doing the free trial right now, which is crazy because I've put, I would guess, about 40 to 50 hours in the game already, and I've not even finished the main story. So this game is pretty huge. But I'm not typically into MMOs, but I played 11 for a little bit, and I played 14, and I'm playing 14, and I'm making an exception because I love Final Fantasy. Let's sell stuff. Yay, 6,000. Animal hide. Chicken egg. Nice. Dungeon seedling. I've got a decent amount of coin now. Not entirely sure what to spend it on, though, is the thing. But if you're new here, I stream every Tuesday at 11. It used to be called Final Fantasy 11 at 11 when I did Final Fantasy 11. I intend on going back to Final Fantasy 11 at some point to finish the base story of that game. I would love to do all the expansions, but it's just like, I think to finish Final Fantasy 11, the internet, according to the internet, it'd take a good couple hundred hours. But I'll do that at some point. Because just to say that I did it, and I do genuinely enjoy Final Fantasy 11. Compared to the two, When I put the two MMOs against each other, I think I prefer 11 because it feels like you're interacting with the community more often. The Sylph folks have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seedseer to no end. Probably because we crushed them. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the Scions of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Menphilia. Oh shit, I'm getting a call. Hello? Hello, Cade, can you hear me? It is I, Menphilia. That's so weird, we were just talking about you. Yadon Papalimo returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with your tales of exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies. The Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. I would appraise you of the present situation in person. Any chance to talk to Menphilia, I will absolutely take. This looks interesting. Noise. Come closer, Private Altiar. I would prefer that this tale be heard by you and you alone. It concerns a sensitive subject with which you are doubtless well acquainted. The Battle of Cartaneo. Of course I know all about that. I speak of the bloodbath which marks the end of the 6th Astral Era, when both the 7th Legion and allied forces were slaughtered by that winged abomination which did its utmost to destroy all we know and love. No part of the Eorzea was untouched by the Elder Primal's rage, least of all the Cartaneo Flats, which were ravaged, nay, remade in the fires of the destruction. The Flats were rendered an accursed wasteland, and all decent small folk I know to keep a wide berth. Consequently, many question why the Eorzean Alliance continues to maintain a military presence in the region, despite the personnel and material required to do so. Elegant ruins, that's why. Allied scholars have been studying them since their discovery following the battle, during which the time of the Cartaneo Flats have been jointly administered by 3 nations of the Eorzean Alliance. It's a mouthful, man. This was an acceptable state of affairs for a time, but no longer. Ul'dah, Lamanzia, and Gridania have all formally asserted a claim to the territory. A diplomatic resolution is no longer possible. The matter is to be decided on the field of battle. Oh boy. Lest you fear the marks of the advent of total war, worry not. We're allies as ever and shall conduct ourselves accordingly. All hostilities will be confined to the disputed territory. Engagement shall be fought to submission, not death. Interesting. So you see, we needn't hesitate to join the fray. Should you have the misfortune of facing a friend in battle, you will only be expected to subdue him, not kill him. Aye, that's right. I tell you all this because we need a man and women of your caliber on the front line. These ruins are of vital importance to our nation's security. We cannot surrender them to a foreign power. We need not make a decision now. All I ask that you speak with our man at the airship landing and listen to what he has to say. Okay. Let's hear him out. Darn, I can't just jump over the railing. At least I can jump. In Final Fantasy XI, you could not jump. Private Altair, come to join the fight, have we? Very good indeed. Did I accept it? Is that what I did? Oh boy. This should be interesting. Everybody seems kind of excited to fight. I guess if there's no threat of death, then... which seems convenient. Okay. Now, before we proceed, I must warn you, this isn't going to be like some jaunt in the Wolf's Den. You'll be pitted against waves after waves of fellow Alliance members in battle. They won't care one whit that you're a warrior of light. This campaign will be long and brutal, and victories won today may be undone tomorrow. Consider the borderland ruins. We need only seize control of each ruin in the region, right? Wrong. Defense is paramount as well, for our rivals will muster forces to challenge our claims. It is for that reason we have established an airship route directly to the front line. Those who are ready and willing to fight will never want for teleport. Ah, but that look on your face bespeaks a confusion. Are we at war or not? What is the bullocks about no killing? What in the seven hells is going on? That is what you're thinking, yes? It's less of a war and more of an organized violence to resolve a territorial dispute. Ah, yes. It is to be civilized violence. Killing Alliance members is strictly prohibited, though accidents have been known to happen, mind you. But you, of all people, have nothing to fear. You've escaped certain death more times than I can count. What are the odds that you'll fail to do so this time? The Borderlands ruins located on the outskirts of the Cartaneo Flats are now accessible. Control of this Allegiance site is decided via large-scale PvP battles known as frontline campaigns. Interesting. Oh, I bet this is I can't access this because this is the free trial. I bet that's unfortunate. I guess at least I got 367 gold out of it. Oh well. Kind of unfortunate that while I'm riding my chocobo that my scarf doesn't like flap in the wind like a cape. Let's see what Menphilia wants before we get into anything else. Or I'm talking to Tartaro, I guess. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventure, welcome back, Cade. I bet you say that to all the players. Lady Menphilia awaits within the Solar. Please enter at your leisure. I am given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolve bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightly claim. Yet I am well satisfied that Lord Levin will not trouble us for the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. They are many and one, just as you suspected. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I've been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, nor have I. Alice has chosen to walk her own path. Stubborn girl. I assume that's his sister. But you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust that Beltsan report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as we discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. That boy is sus. It is good to see you again, Cade. I have been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the 12's Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramu off the list. I was going to say we could strike Ramu down. It's like, no, that'd be a terrible idea. So who's next? The Sahuagin and Leviathan? The Lord of Warl has not answered his minion's call as of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahuagin remain an aggressor as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices. For a time, at least. For a time, bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. And as Eustola says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty that when the primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we will proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long. Ye may depend upon it. Indeed, so then. Of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with Gridania. Garuda, who is the primal of Ixal, who lived near the Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many malms to cover. Would that there be a more efficient way to conduct our surveys? Were he still with us, we should no longer have wanted a more practicable solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? Dang it, I was hoping Biggs was gonna speak up so I could do the Final Fantasy VII Big's voice again. But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Sylphs, under the sage guidance of Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. Is it respite or respite? I feel like respite sounds correct. I can see her butt through her dress. Is there something else, Cade? Yeah, ma'am. I can see your hiney. Beg your pardon? A man named La Brea, sporting a red mask and robed in black, 12th Preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Ascians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostiles and investigate this La Brea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. I dread this. Eek! Taru. Oh, okay. A sylph and Thanlin. At long last, this one finds Walking One Cade. This one's most dependable of these ones. Is sent by one Elder One Frixio to help Walking Ones. This one called Neuraxia. This one comes as friend. Let these ones be friends. But pleased to meet you, Neuraxia. I was kind of hoping I was done reading dialogue with the sylphs for a while. The whole this one and that one. It's not an easy read, but... Oh, there's Thancred. Ah, Cade, pray do not concern yourself with my welfare. My current investigation has yielded some curious results, and at present I am pondering how best to proceed. Okay. Alright. Yes, Tartar is ready to express her fright as she is to... Is this ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else? Not all of us are forged the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to know and to see ours continues to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Cade, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but they have grown so brazen as to carry off their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. I'm afraid there is no rest for the weary, Kay. We must deliver further into the motivation of the masked man. The Ascian known as La Brea, this is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with other primals. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that the destruction follows in their wake. It should be no surprise if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fear proved to be a reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames respond to the effect that they have information on potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift Any relation to Taylor Swift? At the Hall of Flames at Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about investigating thereafter, I leave wholly at your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that you're dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Cade. You hear that? She's worried about me. I'm telling you, man, it's a missed opportunity to not be able to romance Minfilia, or anybody else for that matter. So you can only romance other players. It's like, what's up with that? Maybe, I guess, for the story they have in mind, it wouldn't make sense, but I feel like they could figure a way out. I'm going to try to do another Lev quest. And so we've got 9 people watching, so go a little bit longer. Hail there, adventurer. I am Niedric Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to be an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in the corner of East Thanlin lies Halti, and there is that you will find all the excitement you crave. This place boasts of storied history. It was built some 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid ruin to it, though as it did most things, now Halti is a shadow of its former self. But in the dark of that shadow lurks wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For one such as yourself, I dare say there is no place finer than Halti to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, I've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the Flames, who oversee the place. Should you speak with Fahoni near the entryway. These fantasy names are... We'll do this one first. Camp Drybow. Hopefully this isn't another area that I'm locked off from because of the free trial, but we'll see. Oops. If anybody watching has played an MMO before, comment and let me know which one is your favorite. I guess I've only technically played 3. This, RuneScape, and Final Fantasy XI. So I guess I would go with Final Fantasy XI, although I would eventually like to play, gosh, what's that one from the late 90s? Oh, I'm not able to remember it for some reason. I have it downloaded on my laptop. EverQuest. So I knew it started with an E. I knew it wasn't Elden Ring, obviously, but EverQuest. If it is the halls of Halti you seek, you need no seek further. Permit me to tell you something of this place. This name's come from an ancient tongue, Halti meaning the land of many shadows. It was here that our distant ancestors first settled. And, you've not come all the way for a lesson in history. Shh, listen. Do you not hear the howls and growls? Do you not feel how they shake the very earth beneath you? Those sounds are the work of no wind, my friend, nor is that the rumbling of doing of any shadows. Those are the calls of the Halti. For now the beasts once kept within the Colosseum lurk here. And these are no gentle beasts, broken by the hand of man. No, these are those within there even the might of immortal flames cannot tame. From the look of you, you must be Cade. I received word from Niedrig that you might be along. By his recommendation, I grant you leave to enter freely. I only pray that you are able to find your way out. Okay. Okay, so it's essentially another dungeon. Oh yeah, Cutter's Cry was one I found. Why has it got a Moogle next to it? So am I gonna attempt to do that tonight? End on action pack. So close to level 40. Is it level 40 or 50 where I can get like my subclass? I don't remember. I guess I'll see which one appears first, and I'll head back. We'll see what happens if I'm able to join a party in 5 minutes. If not, I might call it a night. So I started this channel about a year ago. I started streaming. When did I start streaming? Let me see. When was my first Final Fantasy XI stream? Because I believe that was the first game I streamed. The first 10 or so streams are kind of rough. So I didn't have... Ooh, awesome. More on that later. Yeah, let's go. Thought I was going to have more time to talk. Don't get scared now. This one might be more of a challenge. It's closer to my level. I think this is the one that's closer. That's 38, if I'm not mistaken. We'll find out. Nope, I got leveled down to 23. Alright. Turn on my keyboard in case I need to chat. Where's everybody running? It's like, guys, what's the hurry? Also, why is your butt out? Really should have eaten when I had the chance. Gosh, my party members are just blowing straight through this thing. I could do my area effect. Oh crap. Alright, Elemental. If anybody is familiar with, if anybody watching is familiar with Final Fantasy XIV, feel free to comment any tips that you would like. I'm always open to suggestions for the game. Oh, poop. Ah! Now there's no escape. Alright, everybody's health seems to be doing good. Cool. Ooh! Awesome. I will enter the ethereal flow. Glad that I got in. So that answers my question from earlier. So I only got to read it for a second, but I imagine once I get out of this dungeon, I'll be able to read through. Activate the chain winches. And these guys are just speed running this stuff. But tonight is the most views I've ever had. So I appreciate that. I think the most I've ever had previously is 10, and according to what my streaming stuff is telling me, I had 21 with 12 current viewers. So I really appreciate that. Gotta watch out for those gas bombs. Dang, it's just like like everybody else is doing stuff for me. It's like the unbridled chaos, thank you. I say as if they could hear me. Alright. Clear the hall of sectors. Thunderclap. Thunderclap, ho! No, I didn't mean to heal myself, darn it. Ah! Glad I got out of there. That looked like it would be painful. There's a decent amount of strategy with this game, which I appreciate. Get out of there! I laugh in the face of danger. Nailed it. Bombs taken care of. Oh boy, that is a large animal. Sure. Alright, you nasty beast. Face of Wrath only Neil Breen could match. Oh boy, that's a big boy. Alright. Have at thee. Looks like it kind of reminds me of a cross between a Minotaur and a Deathclaw. Where are you running? Ah! He's gonna blow. Sorry, pal, but your friends can't save you now. Ah, get out of there. Ah. I love how this guy is in sneakers, shorts, a t-shirt, and a beanie. Ah! Ah! Ouch! Got him! It's nice that I seem to level up at least twice for a dungeon. Got a bow. That was fun. I mean, it's always fun to... Alright, so now I'm level 40, right? I remember who I needed to talk to for Red Mage. Thanks to another player being kind enough to show me. Let's do that before it totally leaves my mind. Chess. Oh, cool. Nighthawk Visor. Makes me look like I'm, as much as I love the goggles. It's like, kind of makes me look like a friggin' superhero. Guess we'll equip that one. We're at 19 viewers right now. That's so cool. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. It's always found it. So I like watching streams from time to time to see like the games I might be interested in, or just see how people react to certain games that I've already played, like Final Fantasy X, for instance. But it is crazy. It is kind of cool, and bewilders me a little bit that people would want to watch me and listen to what I have to say, or so. I think the person I need to talk to about being a red mage is all the way down here, if I'm not mistaken. Distraught Lass. Okay, so it needs to be level 50 for me to become red mage. Alright. Okay. But I did reach level 40. Which, let me Google what that means, because it told me in the middle of battle, so I really wasn't able to properly listen, properly read it and absorb what it was telling me. Level 40. So people that probably know the game really well are like, you idiot, level 40 does such and such. Excuse me. Logs. Achievements. Okay. General. Okay. Wonder if it's in cheer. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Look into that off screen, I guess. Off stream, not off screen. I mean, I guess it is off screen technically. Let's see. Oops. Sell that. Sell some of this stuff off. Every little bit counts, right? Alright. Need to buy some food. Merchant, fieldcraft, arms mender. Oh yeah, can you repair my stuff? Por favor. Food. Let's just get 10. Spell speed. Rabbit pie. Tenacity. Determination, GP, XP bonus plus 3%. That's cool. Tree toad legs. I think that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. I'll have to ask the Final Fantasy group I'm a part of what reaching level 40, like what you unlock. Well, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I appreciate everybody hanging out. It's by far the most viewers I've had. According to my streaming software, I got 31 and 20 concurrent viewers, which is the most I've ever had. I think, like I said, the runner-up would be 10. So I really appreciate it. I'll be back more than likely Thursday night. Depends on how work goes. But I usually need to log out because I want to see my mask up close. So it kind of makes me look like the Green Hero, like after he got his mask, and wow, I kind of like it. It's like gives me sort of a Zorro look. That's wild. All right, I'm gonna stop procrastinating. Again, thank you all for watching. Feel free to join me again. I stream every Tuesday at 11 until I get too tired. And I also stream every Thursday, typically. Same time. But feel free to check out the channel. I've got plenty of other videos about Final Fantasy and other JRPGs. And yeah, take care.